Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to this SAP end user, SAP S4HANA end user training. And we are back for another good 3 hours of learning. What we did last time, we worked on creating RFQs. We spoke a little bit about what they are. We work on some PR. We are going to create some PO this time to resolve the issue with the system. And we're probably going to dive in a little bit in quotation, right? So after you receive your quote from the vendors, where do you enter them in the system, even before you go to your PO stage? We'll talk a little bit about release strategy. So sometimes when you create a purchase order on RFQ, it will go in a release stage. So I will cover that aspect. That way, if you encounter that situation, you know what to do to get out of that situation. Sometimes that will be up to your manager, which is good to know as well. And yeah, we if we have more time, we will start talking about goods received. So that is kind of what we will cover today. And if at some point you feel like my voice is going kind of like loose or is breaking out, let me know. And I will turn the camera off, and that will help with the bandwidth. So I see we have Lily here, Joachim, and we're missing Afulakemi and Michael. So first, before we jump in, any question, any difficulties that you have encountered during the week when practicing, any discovery you want to share with other people, please open your mic and yeah, the floor is yours.
No issues, Gautier.
Okay,
Apart
so
from
happy to hear.
yeah, apart from the issues we encountered the last time when you open some POs won't load with the price or something like that. But no, nothing, no, nothing other than that.
Okay,
Were
and
you able
what
to
about
fix
you?
that? To figure that one
W
out?
I was able to create POs without issue afterward. So and we can do another trial live here just before we start the session. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I created a new PR. I went through the
Mm,
process PO and
mm,
I did a good receipt as well. And
okay.
yeah, I
So we
it's
can start from
some
scratch from the PR and then move it forward and see how that goes live now.
okay, sounds like a brilliant idea. Lily,
Yes. Sorry,
any
this week I didn't have much time to to practice it, and also my how to say my system has some problems on that.
or your system, your SAP.
SAP, SAP. Oh, it's
Okay,
so
so what
strange. I tried to reinstall it, but I couldn't log in.
using the same credential?
Yeah, it's so strange. I tried to deal with it this afternoon, but I'm not sure whether it is not working until now.
Okay, so try logging using the new password that you created. And if you still can't, press your request a new password and
Yeah.
reach out to Abby, and he
Okay,
will be able
I will
to
try
provide
later.
you. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
sounds good. So I feel like Kami, you came just on time to give us your feedback from the week. if you can talk, otherwise maybe a message in the chat will work too. Oh,
Yeah, she
okay,
can
yes.
talk.
All right,
Till
you
maybe
got
around
it.
4 o'clock or something, I think.
Okay, sounds good. I saw some balloons popping up there in the air.
Mm.
Um, that's nice. Okay, so I'm starting my transaction ME21N to go into my PO, and I will use one of the PR that we created last week. So I will go use select a supplier, and we are going to use PR 1068.51. And that's one of the PR we had trouble last time attaching to a PO. So I'm going to into C100, and I'm looking for the suppliers that were created there. Okay, I'll take Steel Technologies. Come on. The server is slow. I'm still waiting for the supplier to be attached. Then we'll enter our purchase organization 1001. Purchasing group will be CC1. This is very, very slow.
Yeah, it's very slow.
Is it better
That's,
on your end? Uh,
let me see. Let me see. Let me try.
if that's the case, I will just transfer you the screen and okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's we can try that. Let's see. Where's my SAP GUI? There we go. It's not better, okay.
Okay, then I'll just push through it with
Mm,
my screen here. Okay, so RFQ purchase requisition. I am going to use 1 triple 0 0 6 8 5 1. Okay, processing that data entry. Why is doing that? Really had an issue with an item 5407. She couldn't create a PR because she had an error message. Why kind of like fix that and message. I don't know if she was able to reuse that item and would like to share with us the outcome of her experiments. Okay, it's still loading. So Lily, did you get a chance to um, create another PR with that item that I looked after. That's 5407. Oh, no, you didn't because your system let you out. Okay. Uh, this is going to be painful. I could have made 2 cups of coffee already and being drinking both of them at the same time. All right. So 1068. Yeah. So this wasn't fake. Okay, so the issue is still there, then
Out here, can I
yes.
make a suggestion? I don't know how everyone else feels, but this is taking so long to do everything. Lily doesn't have access and all that. Do you want to do the class tomorrow and then push out one more day?
Um, my schedule after, so I know we put to 23rd. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a bit tough. What we can do, we
Okay.
can go through the theory part and
Mm,
do only what we have to absolutely do um,
okay.
in in the system. So let's try. We can try to plot through for like an hour and see how it works. And if we need to make any executive decision
Mm,
mid-hour, we can do it. How does it sound?
sounds good.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I am going to probably bring a blank sheet here. So what we did so far, we did our purchase requisition. I'll call it PR. We worked on RFQ. So we looked at how we create RFQ and we push it out um, to the supplier. Now, each supplier will provide you with a bid or a quotation. We'll go with a quotation because we are talking about item with a complete specs that only require price or comparison purpose. And that I'm simplifying because when you receive the quotation, what besides the price can you look at to make a decision to select one vendor versus another one?
Are you asking the question or?
Uh, yes, I'm asking the question. So you are a
Well,
buyer and you send an RFQ out and the bid comes back or the quotation. What will you be looking at? Okay, are you only making a decision based on the price?
sometimes it's the price. Sometimes it's also the lag time to delivery, depending on how soon they can deliver the goods. And
Okay,
yeah, so those are some of the considerations.
okay. Good. What else can you consider?
Or maybe their management team. How about their group? How to say their maybe a small organization, they only have the 10 people. Maybe their operation cost is lower, but their quality is not stable. And
Mm,
compared with another organization, maybe their operation cost is a little bit higher, but they will have the stable quality.
mhm.
Yeah, I
But
think.
at this stage, remember, Lily, you haven't received any item physically, so you can't really compare them on the quality. Um, all the vendor will tell you when they quote that I have the best product ever you have ever seen in the world. Um, but at this stage, you haven't seen it. Okay, fair enough. You can have some ratings online that can give you an idea, but yes, it could be a parameter if you have purchased it before. Um, but
Mm.
here we are supposing that you are only receiving the quotation, and then you need to make a decision on who you go with.
Yeah, and
So that,
also, yeah,
mhm. Go ahead.
uh, sorry, I forgot something. I mean that also according to the volume, right? To the quantities.
Mhm. Um, okay, cost, economic of sale. Okay. Yeah, so if you are buying in a large quantity, they can give you some price discount, which will come in um, the same family as your price. Um, good. So the time it takes them to process your order, depending on the size of the organization, that will fall um, under the delivery time. So I'll put a processing time. The processing time will fall under this as well. Now, you can also look at the payment term. Okay. For small organization who doesn't have a large cash flow, they will prefer an organization that pays like net 30 versus another one who pays net 45. Because having the money earlier in their bank account make a huge difference, right? If they have someone else who has a price a little bit higher, slightly, but pay net 15, and if they have like a tight cash flow, they might go with someone who has a slightly higher price but pays quicker. So you can also have in some instances the Incoterms. Okay, so if you are purchasing overseas and you don't want to complicate your life with all the uh, international shipment clearance and the entrance and everything, you might consider someone who deliver at your door versus someone who asks you to take possession at the dock overseas. Okay, so there are some other criteria that when you open your quotation page, you will see that you might need to consider. But very commonly, when we go with RFQ, we consider the price as the most determinant factor. Okay, so that was some clarification on that. So let me see. So that's for the quotation. Now, when we receive the quotation, we compare them, then we can convert them into a PO. So we're going to take the best supplier in terms of price or depending on the criteria that you have selected, will award the contract or we award the purchase order to our best supplier after comparison. And that is what we look at these two elements today. So I'll go back to my GUI. I'll go back to my GUI and let me create a PR. Yeah, that would be a safer thing to do. So we are going to create a PR. We use that to create a PO. And the next thing that we'll do, we will go at the quotation. We look at what we use for the quotation, and we'll create our PO, and we'll work on receiving that item as well. Okay, so let's select an item in our plan C100. Okay, so we'll say 100 quantity. Okay, finally, let's put our quantity in. When my item details, we are going to order 100 units. So 100 units, we'll select a date with the format D. Okay. Let's say we want it delivered a month from now. So May 9th, I'll select June 9th. Okay, it's good. All right, so valuation. Um, so good receipt. We'll use it as the gross price. We'll say it will cost about $10,000. We use it CAD. Oh, one thing that I found when I was working on your item. So when you have two items that have different currencies, I recommend fixing it and having the same currency for two items in one purchase requisition. Okay, otherwise you have a bug. The system will say, which one do you want me to use, or what is the conversion rate you want me to apply in this case? So if you have a purchase requisition and you're putting the price with different currencies for like three different items, make sure to convert them and have only one currency at the end in your purchase requisition. So that's good. Source of supply. Okay, so I'll select my 1001 here. And for my plant, okay, So CC1, check materials, and I will okay. You have the purchasing group already, so I'm going to just type enter to refresh everything here. And write down my all clear. Take my data.
This is not.
Okay, so what one of the errors that Lily had when she was practicing the account, I'm gonna increase this. So she was missing one of the reasons why she couldn't proceed was the absence of the account assignment. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna add as soon as it finishes processing my check. I'm gonna add here an account assignment there, and it will allow me to enter as well a GL account for my company. Um, did I push this system too fast today? Come on, you can do it. All I need is to be able to add my key. Is someone else working in the back end on GUI? Working? No? Okay, let's see if I can save that. This. Okay. Mm, this is super slow. I was hoping for like a better responsive speed. So I think I don't want to just go through um, the theory without, okay, have a response here. Okay, so while it's doing that, I'll just go through some few things here that I know we will use later on. Okay, so when you work on your quotations, there are some few transactions that you can use. We spoke already for our RFQ. I showed you the app, but if you are using transaction code in GUI, that would be ME41 to create your RFQ. And I will say create. Now, if you want to change, what will be the code for changing your RFQ? Anyone want to guess? No? ME42. Okay, one create, two is to change, and if I want to display
43.
ME43 to display. Okay. Now, if when we will be working on creating our quotation, you will use the transaction code ME47. So create or maintain. Okay, so and I'll show you or maintain. If we are able to use AS connection to partner SAP remote, do you want to see the details errors? So we have yes, I want to see the details errors. Okay, so that's the error that the SAP is sending me. Interface 753, 5172, return code -6, counter 8. Okay. So it closed on me. So I would just log in there and show you. Okay, I'll let it log in. I'll show you where the pathway to access your create or maintain quotation. So you want to create quotation, you will see maintain quotation. That will be your ME47. Now, to release, so when you create a quotation, you also have a price comparison for the quotation. So remember, you might have quotations from 3 different vendors. So you enter the price of each vendor, and then you do a price comparison. All the system will assist you with comparing the quotations. So for that, you use ME49 for your price comparison of quotation. Comparison of quotation. Now, to release, is when you select your the quotation you want to go with, it might go for approval or in a release stage. And when you want to release that, you use ME48 to release your quotation. Okay. Please, let's see. Okay, beautiful. So if I come in GUI, so you go back in logistics, same material management, purchasing. You see RFQ and quotation are under the same umbrella. And you have request for quotation on the top. And on the bottom, you have quotation. Okay. So you can maintain or create, you can display, and you can do the price comparison here. Okay, this is what I was referring to. Okay. Now, let's see. If I go in maintain, I'm gonna go find an RFQ number that we created. Um, okay, so this one I already maintained the price on this one. Let me see if I can take a different one. Enter a line and it's different periods. Exit. Let's take one of the RFQ number that we have created here. I know 54 won't work. For supplier. Okay, so we are going to look in our purchasing organization, what RFQ we have there. Okay, so we have few. Six, 652. Let me take the top one. Okay, so overview. Okay, so this is our RFQ number. This is our RFQ type. I'll just open this screen for you to see. It's the same RFQ type that we had when we were creating our RFQ. So this is just copying all the information from um, our RFQ that we created before. Taking a while. So let's say we received, okay, so AN, that's for RFQ. If you are working um, on like for stock inquiry, that would be a different code that we'll be using. But typically when you work on RFQ, you use AN for your RFQ type. So this is with the supplier Steel Technology, and he provided us the price for this steel sheet is going to be the same price. So let's say he says he will sell us those at $30 each, $30 each here. So on the top, these are very similar to what you had in your RFQ creation. This is to select all. If I click here, it's going to select all. This is to deselect all. This is to do multiple selections. Okay, so I can deselect all from here. This is select start end of block. If you need to enter a new line, which we want to, this to delete. But remember, when you delete a line, it won't disappear for your tab, but you will see a delete like a bin showing in this column, deletion indicator. Okay. Then is our header details. If I go here, these are the header details that we had in the RFQ that others transferred over. Okay, so we have the payment terms that the company wanted, and salesperson, and that. So let's go back to overview. Okay, if we look at the supplier address here, this Steel Technology. This is our supplier here, and his the information. Header details again, header text, and it's not very important. I'll go back to my overview. We are not changing anything here on the supplier details. And yeah, pretty much the item details, you have it there. Additional detail, we won't open it. Items conditions, text, delivery address is the same as the last one. So I'll save these, and what it will tell, you see a message on the bottom. Quotation for RFQ 6,000 has been maintained. Okay, come here. RFQ quotation maintained. Okay, just taking some notes here on my end. Okay, so I'll pause here. I think I've talked maybe too much for the first time. I'll give you I want one of you to log in and locate the quotation page. I would have loved this one to happen in Fiori. It's more, yeah, it's still hasn't opened yet. So I'm just gonna refresh. Okay, so I'll stop sharing here, and anyone wants to go and maintain um, maintain a quotation for us. Okay. So 42 will be to change your quotation. So if you want to maintain or create a quotation, you need to select ME41.
Gotcha, you told me to change quotation. So that's what I'm trying to do. Is that, or did I hear wrong? You said does anyone want to change quotation?
Or maintain a quotation. So
So
we're
that's
going to use
ME42.
ME41 will be to create or maintain a quotation.
Okay.
Um, Sorry, ME47, 41 will be for the RFQ. So ME47 will be to maintain your quotation. My bad there. You may need to slash N and ME47.
I did. It's not responding. Let's try
If
again.
you, yeah, here we go.
It's not responding.
So go through your path. You go to
Hmm. So,
material management, RFQ quotation on the bottom, right there. Quotation, maintain. Yeah.
okay. So what quotation number do we have?
So you open your search bar there, and you're going to search in our purchase organization 1001 and see what
Oh,
was
purchase.
created. Or you can also search by company code. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Hmm?
Think you can choose company code
Yeah, that's
C100.
what I want to do.
Yeah.
Hmm. Not responding.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Whenever you select it,
It's not responding to anything.
hold on. It's I can see that blue balloon on your
Mm-hmm.
cursor. It's searching for something.
Okay.
But I see the result is no values for this selection.
Mm-hmm.
That probably isn't that from the previous search.
It's all this search. It's this search.
Okay. Maybe we don't have any more RFQ that we created and that are available for this. So can anyone create an RFQ for us? I know Afolakim
I'm
can't.
doing it because I'm the only one that has access. Lily doesn't, and um,
Afolakim is not.
Afolakim is not. So
So,
that's why
Lily,
I
did you send
just
a message to Abby to reset your password?
Sorry.
Okay. In the meantime, if you don't mind, Joachim, create
Mhm.
an RFQ, and we're going to use it for maintenance.
Okay. So are we using the do we have a purchase requisition we're using, or
Let me see if I can. Let me see my document here. RFQ number there. Okay, I used that one already. So you can click on the purchase requisition. I'll see if you can search for any PR that is open.
okay? Or did they get hacked by the people that hacked the schools yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Come again.
I said maybe SAP got hacked as well by the people that hacked the school yesterday.
Oh, there's another hacking in the school.
Yeah, the schools were hacked. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? By that something. There was a hack.
No way. I think
Yeah.
last year we had at least like 7 different schools, even more, that got hacked.
Oh, this is all most of the schools in North America. Canvas, that's the name of the application they use for
Oh,
the yeah.
no way.
hmm So 200 and some 5 million records were exposed.
That is insane. That is
Yep,
insane.
yep, yep. There we go. Finally. Okay, so purchase requisition. Let's go.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if they're dealing with that as well. Because okay. Purchase requisition. Let's go.
Yeah, so on
We
that top
use
roll search, you
yeah.
see
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Requisition by asset. No, let's look by company, right?
yeah, or you can use that down roll. Yeah, that's one.
Mm. Is by
Purchasing group would be our best choice.
search for that.
I'll say search by policy organization. So delete the CC1 and search by 1001. It gives us a wider range.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's the same. Say yes for the detailed errors.
Hmm? No, just hold on.
Okay.
I just made
Meeting
a
group
mistake.
is
So
1001.
yeah. I made a mistake, and it's for me to correct the mistake that I can't seem to. Yeah, it
Yeah,
won't
I
let
think
me.
it did.
Yeah. Oh. What is wrong? What the hell? Eh, that wasn't me.
Kick you out.
You kicked me out.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's call this like this is starting to piss me off. Um, let's cut this half. We'll try to catch up on this. I'll have to work with Abby to see what's going on, and then
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow we start from here. Because
Okay.
even myself, I was trying to work on something here and
Mm-hmm.
fixing one or two things, and I get kicked out like the same time as you were.
No, there you go.
So it wasn't your fault. I know that.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay.
So
Um,
we'll continue tomorrow.
yeah, and hopefully the server is more responsive.
Okay.
So, but in the meantime, your assignment, I wanted to do two things. Maybe try overnight if the server is more cooperative. If you can
Mm.
have like two backup PR numbers, two backup
Okay.
RFQ numbers, because we are going
Mm-hmm.
to go straight from RFQ to maintaining a quotation, and we're going to go straight from
Mm-hmm.
PR to creating a PO, and we're going to
Mm-hmm.
use our PO to do good receive in the system. So that's what we are going to cover. We're going to try to absorb what we missed today. So for now, let's
Mm-hmm.
just keep one extra session on the 23rd. But if you can prepare those extra two PRs and extra two RFQs, that will help us tomorrow.
Okay.
How cool is